Good evening, family and friends. Welcome back to my kitchen. Tonight, I'm going to fix something that actually someone asked me quite a while back if I had an air fryer. Yes, I have two different brands of air fryers. One is the kind that you just pull out the little basket and shake things around. And the other one is this little bad boy that has racks on it, and I really kind of like it. So tonight, I think I'm going to have just a very simple little dinner, and I would like to show you how I'm going to prepare my dinner tonight using the air fryer, not a electric skillet, not the oven, not my stove with a pan, but this nice little machine of an air fryer. And for those of you out there that maybe don't have an air fryer, this would give you a good chance to watch this and see if you like how easily it goes together and that you want one for yourself. For those of you who do have an air fryer, maybe you're not using it as often as you should, or for one, she doesn't even have it out of her box that it came in, so she hasn't used it at all. So here we go, or here I go anyway, with showing you what I'm going to cook tonight. And tonight it's a simple little dinner of, I buy catfish, frozen catfish. Actually, I will show you how they come. They come frozen like this. They really do. So I thawed mine out today and this morning, and that's what I'm going to have is the catfish. And this is just kind of how I do the catfish. You can do it any way you want to, but we're going to begin with a few seasonings. Okay, and in with the seasonings, I usually buy this rub some fish. You see it in your grocery stores, and it's nice because it has just about everything in there that you'll need for fish. Or if you don't want all that on there and you just want some good old salt and pepper, that's great too. Go ahead and put that. So many years ago, when I started buying catfish from a meat market, they were very frozen, and I brought them home and they were in a box. They really were, just a long little box. Cannot remember for the life of me right now the brand name of them. It had something to do with ocean spray or sea spray or something. I don't even remember now. Anyway, I bought them and I really liked them. And this is kind of the recipe that I have used when I do my catfish. I go and I get a box of the Idaho mashed potatoes. It's just the original style of Idaho potatoes, instant potatoes, it really is. And you're gonna take those and you're gonna put that in a bowl. Just enough like if you were doing flour, a flour mixture, because that is kind of what we're doing. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take this nice fish rub of all the spices, and really, I don't go overboard on it. You may like to put a good tablespoon in there, whatever you like to do. Gonna go ahead and add some salt and pepper. I'll go ahead with the pepper first. Then I'll add the salt in there. Kind of give that a little bit of a stir on that. Now we're gonna take the fish. This is so simple. And because it's been frozen, you can either take it over to the sink or you can leave it in its natural juices, which I think that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. You don't wanna pat this out on a paper towel to let dry. You want it wet because it's gotta stick to this right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up my, I'm hoping I can do this way. It's kind of backwards for me, but we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and open up my air fryer. Well, sure I am. I'm just gonna take the door right off of it. Anyway, it's got these little racks in it. And that's where I'm gonna put my fish. I'm gonna start with this one and get it well coated. Well coated. The nice thing about an air fryer is yes, you are eliminating all that fat and grease that you would be frying in. There's no frying of that part with this. And trust me, this will come out golden brown. It really will. I'm gonna wash my hands off for a second. Okay. And then we're going to stick this in the air fryer. On its little rack right in here. Now every air fryer is different. If you had the kind that you just pull out the drawer, as I call it, because it's just a little round drawer. If you had that, you're just turning a knob. With this particular one, you have to turn it on, and it has a little thing right up here that says fish at 390 degrees, and that's fine. That's what I want. So I'm going to hit that. Whoops. Patient with me here. It's been just a little while since I have used this. Okay, now it says it's going to go for a good 19 minutes, and that's fine. Let's let it go for a good 19 minutes. Before I can check it at about 15 minutes to see how I think I like it. And what I like about this particular model is it does have a little light on it, pretty much like your oven, so that you can look in here and see how it is cooking. So that's the first step that I'm going to do on that. I want to get the fish kind of done right now and out of the way. And the second thing I'm going to make for my little dinner tonight in my air fryer is I'm going to take some Brussels sprouts. I've got some here, and I usually just kind of take off the ends, and you know, they look very much like a head of lettuce. And what you want to do is you want to just take off any part that you don't feel looks okay. And I like to take out that first layer of the little leaf, because these things have been in a lot of different places. They really have. People, hands on them, everything. So I like to just take all this extra leafy part off. Like so. Get down, and if you find another level that you say, nah, don't really like that part either, go ahead and take it off. And I do several of these. Then I'll go over, after I get this part done, I'll go over to my sink and I will wash this very well. I'm going to be cutting them in half, each one. Each one. A little bit more on that one if it was a big one. Cut them in half. I wouldn't recommend putting them in your air fryer whole. I really wouldn't. So I'm going to do several of those, and then I'm going to come over here for my new potatoes. And I've already washed them, but I'm going to go ahead and put them in here. Halves. A whole bunch. New potatoes are so great. I just love them. The proper way, of course, is to take them and take your knife and take off half the little skin all the way around so that they look like that. And they're real cute. They really are. But because I want them to cook in the air fryer evenly and get done, and some of these are pretty tiny in here, so they'll get done. And I'll go with another little one here. Then I just had some leftover onion, and I'm going to use that, and I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger because it is going to go on this tray. So I'll stick all of that in there. So I'm going to pause for just a minute while I wash this, and I'll be right back. Okay, back once again. I have rinsed my little vegetable medley right here very well. Now I'm going to add some extra virgin olive oil to this, just to kind of coat it. Give that kind of a toss. Again, this is where you can add a lot of seasonings if you want. I'm, again, only going to add some salt and pepper to mine. So we'll coat it with that. Coat it with the salt. And give that a nice little toss. Now, mine's only been in for a short time. My little air fryer came with its own little oven mitt to it. And so I can stop it at any time, or I can just open the door, which that's normally what I do. We can take out the, I should have switched this to begin with. I'm going to put this one on the bottom and take this one out. Like I said, this is kind of hard for me to do backwards. I don't normally do it this way, but that's all right. Just going to set that there because it is hot. We'll put the fish on the bottom. Either way, they're going to cook. Either way. Let me get my cutting board again. And we're just gonna now put the vegetables on the top rack. Nice. And I said this is just a little dinner for one for me. Just making sure that all of your vegetables kind of fit on here. Place them around so that they all get cooked evenly, which I think they will. Yeah, it's still pretty warm. Still pretty warm on the little tray. All right, so then we're gonna slide this back in on its top rack, right up here. And I'm gonna continue to let it cook. And after the 19 minutes is done, it has 8 minutes, but I'm gonna flip over the fish after this 8 minutes and do it for another 19 minutes. So I'll be back right after that. Okay, it's time to turn the fish because it's gone, the machine has gone off after 19 minutes. So I'll go ahead and get my spatula here. And like I said, it's a little difficult for me to do this kind of backwards here from what I'm normally doing, but that's all right. It's all right. So you're gonna turn it. This will get a lot more crispy as I continue. But already it has dried out as far as the major liquid that was already on the fish. So we're gonna go ahead and put it back. We're going to turn it on and go fish again and keep cooking it for 19 more minutes. I'll be right back. While my air fryer is still cooking my little dinner tonight, I'm gonna go ahead and make some homemade tartar sauce. That is so easy, it really is. Either Miracle Whip or your mayonnaise, whichever you prefer. I, of course, prefer my Miracle Whip. And because it's just me tonight, I don't really need that much. I really don't. Take a little bit of some relish, whether you like sweet relish or dill relish. It's whichever one you like. Just a little bit more of my mayonnaise, not much. Not much on that at all. Take some lemon juice. That lemon's not very good anymore, is it? I'm going to be cutting some of this for my fish when it's ready, because I like lemon with my fish. I have a little fish plate here that I'm going to put it on. So I'll do my little lemon wedges here of however many I want. Probably won't even take that many. And we'll squeeze some lemon in this. Give this a nice flavor. Nice flavor. Now you can taste it. Yeah, that tastes pretty good. I can also add a little bit of pepper and salt to that. And that's my tartar sauce. How easy is that? Pretty simple. You can add whatever you want to in your tartar sauce. This is just a basic, simple one. So I'll be back again when this finishes cooking a little bit more. Okay, back again. I have about 4 minutes on my air fryer, and I went ahead while I was waiting and I moved my meat up onto the top rack. I have already tested my vegetables and they're pretty well done. So let's go ahead and open it back up. Let's look at my vegetables first. This is how they look, and this is how they would look if you had them in an oven. I can stab all the way through the potato. It's real soft, everything's fine on that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just stick these for right now in this bowl. And the reason why I went to this air fryer over the one with just the drawer is like this. You can do more than one thing at the same time. With the drawer, you have to cook something and then, you know, wait till it's all done and then you kind of clean it up and then put something else in. But with this one, you don't have to at all. Now we're gonna look at my meat up here. And it also looks pretty well done. It really does. Nice and crispy on each side. Now, if I want to go just a little longer with my meat, which I think I will without the vegetables, it won't take long at all. So I'll go ahead and cancel that out. And then I will start it. I'll start it on the fish again. It won't go the 19 minutes. I won't let it go that long, but I will let it go probably another 5 minutes. But I'm going to start with this by putting it on my little fish plate here, because these are my vegetables that I'm going to be eating. I think they came out just fine. I really do. I really do. Get some more of those Brussels sprouts because I like Brussels sprouts. I really do. If you like yours a lot more crispy, you can use some more of the oil, or you can take cooking spray and spray on it and then put it back in your machine. That's a nice thing about those ones with the drawers too, is you're constantly squirting them with the cooking spray. And that's what gives you the crispiness of everything looking like it's fried, only it's not. It's not fried. But what I like about cooking fish, meat, whatever in this, reheating stuff. Instead of a microwave, if you did like, you know, French fries, I have put in the little frozen bag of the French fries, either the ones that are curly Q ones or the steak fries or whatever. We can like the steak fries. And I'll put that in there, and oh my gosh, you know, those cook in nothing flat. And they come out crispy, they really do. It comes out just as if you had done it in your oven, and you won't have that dryness to the cooking. You won't have any of that. Let's go ahead and check it now. I said it's up to you how much you want to do whatever you're cooking, whether it's fish, any kind of meat, whatever you're cooking. Let's stick that back in there. And I won't turn it, I won't turn it on, I'll turn it off because the fan on this. Okay, and now I have my nice little tartar sauce. Homemade little tartar sauce. Now, guess what this would cost in a restaurant if you went to eat this? Truly, nowadays with everything going up, up, up. Last night I heard California had a freeze on their different fruits, and so we're going to have a shortage of fruit, I guess, again. And won't that be fun? Put you some lemon on, and I'm going to tell you how this tastes right now. Add my little tartar sauce to it. Crunchy, good flavor. I'm going to enjoy this. A nice glass of iced tea. That's all I need for dinner. Won't that be fun? So if you have an air fryer, use it. If you don't have one, go out and get one. You don't have to get a very expensive one. There's all different brands and prices of air fryers. But I'll tell you what, for a quick little meal, you can't beat this. So from my kitchen to yours, have a really good evening tonight. Treat yourself to a simple little dinner and a fast one, and get out your air fryer. I'll talk to you again. This is Cooking with Carol Diane. Bye-bye now.